Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday Night Mini Healing. I'm Summer Avalon, and we are going to have a really good night tonight. In the United States, it is Thanksgiving. And so, a lot to be grateful for many of us. And even when times are hard, I always try and appreciate the little things, the important things, because life is definitely not perfect for most people, including me. But I am so glad you're here. So, we are going to have some individual healing and some group healing tonight. And then in an hour, well, in 45 minutes, we're going to be done early. And then in an hour, as my give back for Thanksgiving, we're going to do sort of a Reiki show where you basically just sit back and feel the energy. I'll be doing part where I share the energy, and then also another part where I'll do a guided meditation using the Reiki energies. So if you're curious about Reiki, um, I would suggest you participate in that too. So wonderful. So I see Valerie and Anne Marie. Welcome. I know I have a few people that have checked in that said that they are doing a Thursday night evening celebration for Thanksgiving, so they're going to catch the replay. But I think it's going to be a pretty good night. I don't really have anything special planned just because it's going to be a little shorter evening. So I've got my book. This is week number 71 of healing videos. Sort of cool. Oh, and there is Joanne. Welcome. So glad you are all here spending your evening with me. It was a pretty quiet day today. Dexter is like, well, he's cold. So he's wearing a t-shirt, a jacket, and then I've got this little bag. It's a pet bag that he can crawl into sort of like a cat. But it's really puffy and keeps him warm. And Duncan, well, they got new clothes for Christmas already. Duncan's wearing his new jacket and he's passed out next to me here. So at some point they will most likely make an appearance because they generally can't go an hour without getting some extra attention, right? So if you are here and new tonight, about 10 minutes in, we will start with the first group healing, and we will be doing a healing pulse. And then we start individual healings. And then about 30 minutes through, we'll do another healing pulse. So if you've got things you want to work on, let me know. Hello, Marina. I hope things are good for you. So I know Anne-Marie and Joanne, when is Thanksgiving in Canada? I think, was it in October? I remember hearing about it, but I don't remember when that was, if it was recently. But other than that, just a quiet day. The sun was out. I don't think we got up to 20 maybe. It was chilly. But life in northern Minnesota. Yes. Burr. October. Ooh, so I got the month right. That's good. So like in the US, most places, the traditional Thanksgiving is turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy, stuffing, green bean casserole, pumpkin pie, and I guess if you're in the South, usually they do like mac and cheese. So what do they do in Canada? 44 this month. 44. We hit 44, I think, one afternoon this past week. I would enjoy 44. Now, 68, that would be amazing. Yeah, I know. That's chilly for you, Valerie. So, in 4 minutes, we will start the first healing pulse. So, think about where you want to receive the energy. And if you're new, I will talk a little bit about that. So, the healing pulse is fabulous for going to areas that you have any physical discomfort. However, it is equally as helpful if you're feeling something emotional like anxiety. So think about if you've got something emotional going on, where do you actually feel that emotion? Like with me, if I'm anxious, I feel it in the pit of my stomach. Some people, their chest gets tight or their throat gets dry. So wherever you're feeling a symptom of that emotion, that's where you'll want to send the energy to. So let's see. Joanne says, so Joanne and Anne Marie, they're both from our northern border, Canada. So Joanne says turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing, various vegetables, and pumpkin pie. So it's pretty much the same thing as here. So although I had a turkey burrito, so the local Mexican place, well, they only have burritos. The local burrito place, it's called Burrito Union, they have a Thanksgiving burrito where it's turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing, and cranberries. And this year they added a variation where instead of mashed potatoes, you could get sweet potatoes. So I bought two, but they're rather expensive. I mean, they're $15 for a burrito, and that's all you get is the burrito and a little tiny thing of gravy. Um, I mean, they're rather large, but $15. If I was making things myself, I could get a lot of burritos out of $15. Anyways, so we've got a minute before the healing pulse, and we will do that. Very exciting. Yeah, I'm just surprised the dogs are all sleeping. Yeah. See, there's little Duncan right here. And this is his new jacket. It's just soft. It was pretty good. I had one yesterday, and I decided I was gonna have one today, and then I'm putting it off until tomorrow. I had pumpkin pie today though. That was really good. Okay. It is 10 after. So let's start the healing pulse. So now that you know where you want to send the energy, I want you to rub your hands together. Although, if you don't know where you're going to send the energy, I suggest sending it to your heart or your head. Okay? All right. So place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. And then imagine that my hands are on top of your hands. And so not only are you receiving your own healing frequencies, but you're receiving mine too. And the most important thing is just to be open and allowing the energy to come in and go exactly to where it needs to go and for healing to happen. And so, as the name says, this is a healing pulse. So imagine the energy coming through, and then it ebbs and coming through and going deeper, and ebbs and coming through and going deeper and further. Sort of like a pulse, right? Yeah, there's a reason why I called it that. So just breathe that in. We'll just hold it for a moment longer. Just imagine the energy flowing, going exactly to where it needs to go. Okay. That was our first healing pulse of the night. I hope everybody did good. So let me know how you're doing. And then I've got my booklet up. Let me know what you want to work on. I'm just going to check and see because last week we did some work with the map of consciousness, and I also combined that with the pineal. But because it's a short week, it's a holiday week, I think we're going to put this on hold until next week. And we'll just see. Can't believe November 25th already. So Valerie, am I competing against your computer talking? Is it Alexa or Cortana is telling you things? A salad and popcorn. I might have to do the popcorn thing tonight. That's sort of my go-to. Okay. So, does anybody have anything you want to work on? Everybody fall asleep. I know that happens every once in a while. I don't think I missed it. Let's just see. Okay. So, being that I'm not hearing from any of you for wine, popcorn, and chocolate. Wow. So, Marina, so deja vu's. So I think I know what that means. I think there's a little bit of a difference in translation, but deja vu means like you have like a recollection that something has happened before or something is it's sort of like a duplicate. Like if you have like a memory or a dream that it's happened before. Is that what you mean? So let's just see. So you have things that keep happening that make you question. All right, so Valerie wants to work on remembering her dreams. Okay, Anne Marie is very tired. Let's see if we can find out the reason why. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So, but you're having multiple experiences like that, like a few times a week? So let's just see if the universe is trying to tell you something or if there's something else going on. So let's just see. Let me see what tools I'm going to use. All right, so we're going to use my list of emotions. It's called my trauma list, but it doesn't necessarily mean only emotions that are trauma based, but let me pull that up. Okay, so let's see. with this, there are there's probably like 85 different ones here. So let's see. So I've got the energy. Let me get an age for this, Marina, but it's the word thwarted. And so thwarted generally means that you are prevented. But let me get you an official. That's my impression of thwarted. Let's see. To prevent the occurrence of, realization, or attainment of, to oppose and defeat the efforts, plans, or ambitions of. So that's more of a almost a verb, thwarted. And I think that's more of how it's listed than because there's adjectives, but that just doesn't sound quite right. So let's get an age on that. Wow, in a day, that would be hard. That's interesting, Valerie. So, Marina, when that happens, do you change your behaviors? Do you notice things, or do you just go home and hide from the world because it sort of freaks you out a bit? So, thwarted around age 16. So, that's playing a role. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, it's a unique word. I don't know if I've really ever said it in conversation other than it comes up here. So, yeah, did you understand the definition? I mean, would it help to use it in a sentence? For those of you who don't know, Marina knows multiple languages, but especially with English being sort of weird, um, that wouldn't be a word that you would typically use. So, yeah, so it's let me get you a spelling too. Here, I'll put the spelling. Okay. Let me get back to this. Okay, so here's what. Wow, that would be just a little weird. Okay, so I put the spelling in chat so you could see it. Excuse me. All right, so Anne Marie and Valerie, you guys are next. So Anne Marie, let's see why you're really tired. So Anne Marie, with the healing pulse, are you using that to send it to where you're tired? So just a question there. So let's see what else is playing a role in that. So let's see. And we're going to go back to the trauma list that I was using before. Overburdened, Anne Marie. Let me get an age on that. Around age 46, Anne Marie. So let's go ahead and release that, 'cause that's definitely not helping. Okay, that did clear, and the voids have been filled. All right. So, Valerie, you want to work on remembering your dreams. So, here's a tip from my friend Jennifer out in Sedona. And I actually tried it, and because it's so rare for me to remember that I've even had a dream, let alone the details of it. But so, what her suggestion was is right before I go to sleep, she's like, I want you to write down everything that's going through your head. You know, whatever happened in your day, what you want to do tomorrow, and just sort of fill up this piece of paper with every thought that you've got that just comes to mind. And just so you're sort of purging all of these thoughts from your head. And then once you do that, go to sleep. And then hopefully in the morning, because you've set the intention before you go to sleep that you're going to remember your dreams, hopefully in the morning, then you will wake up with at least a concept of having one. Because before I didn't even have a concept that I had a dream. And so now there's a number of mornings I wake up and actually remember like a whole story, which for me, that's really unusual. Oh, I give you credit, Marina. So, yeah, not many people here know more than one language. So, all right. So let's see. Let's just see if there's anything else playing a role though in Valerie not remembering her dreams. No. Hmm. So Valerie, I think you should probably try that little exercise. So and it doesn't have to be anything that you need to anything really formal. Although I know you like to write and keep that, so maybe do it in the same place. Just change the timing of when you do it. So you'll have to let me know what you think about that. So let's see. I think I missed some chats. Oh, and Marie, you feel tired everywhere. I wonder why that is. Okay, yep, I just got your last one, Valerie. Yeah, and I've heard that too. Before you go to sleep, you basically tell yourself, okay, I'm going to remember this. And I used to do that and it didn't really help me. But the sort of purging your thoughts right before you go to sleep really seemed to make a difference. Yeah, so try that and see. Let me just, so I'm going to go back. So let's see if there's anything else overall that Valerie needs some help with. I'm not getting anything there. So Valerie, let me know if there's anything else you want me to check and see. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to Marina and see if there's other things we can do about the deja vu. I'm not getting there is. So I wonder, Marina, because right now it gives you anxiety, but what if you changed your thoughts on it to be like a more positive thing? So what if you changed your thoughts that, when you feel that sense, can you flip it so that instead of anxiety, there's sort of like an excitement that this is something good? Think about that. I mean, that's totally different than what you're thinking now. So it might be difficult. But what if you're able to change it so your beliefs were a little different and maybe it would cause you to maybe follow the concepts or something. Because if you are constantly having this deja vu feeling, is it like breadcrumbs that you're supposed to be doing something? Is it like a message? It's like, are you supposed to change something based on that feeling? So many questions you're creating. All right, so let's check on Anne Marie and see if there's more about being very tired. And I do get a yes. And so right after this, we will do another healing pulse. So let me get my list up. It might have been me, Marina. But then again, it might have been the internet. Okay. So I'm checking for Anne Marie on why she's just exhausted. So, Anne Marie, I'm getting stress. Let me get an age to see if this is. So I'm not getting this as current. So let me get an age when stress was triggered. Around age 49, Emery. So let's release that because that stress is definitely not good even after the fact. So that did clear. So let's do another healing pulse. So think about where you want to receive this. If you're not sure where, I would suggest send it to your heart. So rub your hands together and place your hands where you want to receive the energy. Imagine my hands on yours. And just breathe in this energy. And just be open and allowing. So just breathe that in. And Anne-Marie, I hope you're using this on being tired. And imagine that with each pulse, it goes a little further, a little deeper, and works on the healing. Okay. So we're going to do one more round and see if there's anything else we can do healing pulses for, and then, or individual healing, excuse me. And then we will do final healing pulses of the night. Yeah, definitely serve a quiet night, but I think most of my viewers are from the US, and today is a key family day, but you guys are sort of my little Thursday night family, so I'm glad you're here. So let's see. So I'm going to go back up to Marina and just see if there's more we can do for Marina just overall. So let's see what that is. And I'm getting it's on my emotion code list. So let me just see. So on this list, there's some overlap with the list that I just used. But it's definitely a different list. So let's see what comes up. Vulnerability. Let me get an age on that. Age 13. So let's get rid of that because that just makes you more sensitive to that. Okay, so vulnerability has been released and removed, and the voids have been filled. All right, so let's go back to Anne-Marie. We'll see if there's more that we can do with being tired. No. Is there anything we can do about just Anne-Marie's overall health? Yes. So let's see what comes up. Unsupported. And this, let me get an age on that. "49, Anne-Marie." So that was the age of the stress too. So let me just check. Were they related? Unsupported and stress? Yes. Okay. That would make sense. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so that released. And then Valerie, let's see what comes up for you. All right, so Valerie, unworthy. That we definitely want to get rid of. Let's see what age that got trapped. At age 38. Let's get rid of that. Well, I'm glad you slept a lot this week, Anne Marie, just because that helps healing and processing. So maybe, Marina, you're going to have to try that little dream thing of sort of writing down all your thoughts and feelings right before you go to sleep. All right, so Valerie Unworthy has been released. So I think we're going to do our final healing pulse of the night. We'll do the aura protection, and then you'll get, a week's worth of healing pulses to go. Are you guys ready for this? So, for those of you who are new to this, when we do an aura protection, the reason why we do that is because a strong aura helps repel negativity. And it's just a really good, easy barrier when you're dealing with life. And so the more you do it, the stronger your aura gets. Yeah, that would have been that, Valerie. Imagine if you had taken a different path. Sometimes I play that game. What if I had changed this one thing? What would life have been like? But, I mean, interesting to think about. Okay, so I want you to rub your hands together and then get ready to send the energy to your aura. I am sort of curious. So I usually do like this, but I think some people probably do like this, back in, so like you're sending energy to like the wall of your exterior aura, which for some people, you probably don't have long enough arms. So that's sort of why I do this, but I think a lot of it's just intention. But sometimes I wonder what you guys do. Yeah, there's just a couple key events that I do that with, but I'm always curious. It's like, So, yes. All right, so is everybody ready? So, and with this, if you want to pull in the healing pulse, you basically just set that intention that you're going to receive the additional energy that'll come through your hands. All right. So sending now. Uh-oh, I just got to notice that my next show is starting. Well, it's good they do that, right? In case I totally forget. Okay, so just breathe that energy in. And if you're not using the healing pulse, just breathe your own energy in and just imagine it sending out. Open and allowing. Nice, Valerie. So I imagine like with me, so I've got like my hands here, that there's like this invisible like bubble around me. And when I do this, it just sends it to everywhere in the bubble. All the way around me, under my feet, over my head, behind me. Okay. So that was our last healing pulse of the night. I appreciate all of you coming and visiting with me on this Thanksgiving evening. Very nice, Valerie. So, for those of you in what time is it? In about 17 minutes, I will be doing an evening of grace, and I will talk a little bit about what that means to me. I had found something in a book, so I'll read you a little bit about grace. It's different than what I had thought, but it made me really think about doing this tonight. So that's why I called it an evening of grace. So we will do that. And then I think we'll probably start with a healing pulse with the intention that it is sent to anywhere that needs to be calm and relaxed in order for the Reiki to be received and for it to be a really helpful thing to you. So we're going to start very short healing pulse, and then I haven't decided what order I'm going to do a Reiki meditation where it's a guided meditation, where I'll guide you for a short time, and then I'll just send you energy for so many minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll let people comment on anything they experienced, and then we will just go right into sharing energy, me sharing energy with you. And so it'll be perfect because that way, if you fall asleep, you fall asleep, and you will hopefully wake up in the morning really refreshed. So, thank you, everyone. I am very thankful and grateful for all of you. So, hope to see you soon. Bye.